Cobra Kai, the success of that as well, because as you pointed out, the fact that we're talking contemporary as well.
Hmm.
What do you think makes it work this time around about contemporizing it? Do you think, Ralph? Because you and Billy Zabka are, terrifically matched to this
Hmm.
day, and it's
Yeah.
so much fun to watch. We had Martin Cove on the show just a few weeks ago to
Oh,
promote the
great.
latest season. And
Yeah.
by the way, him telling Sly Stallone stories
Yeah.
went viral. It just, I'm wondering what you think as you referred to it, special sauce is for that too.
Yeah, I think credit goes to these three writers who created the show: John Hurwitz, Hayden Schlossberg, and Josh Heald. They are Karate Kid super fans. They know every piece, every nook, cranny, and fabric from the original films, and they never lose sight of the themes, like I mentioned earlier,
Hmm.
that sustained that, and yet they've created a heightened world, a karate soap opera, if you will, that has elements of a superhero story, but yet is grounded in still those same themes, and they have added layers of backstory to characters. Listen, Karate Kid was very black and white, good over evil,
Mm.
Daniel-san Miyagi good, Kreese, Johnny Lawrence bad, right? Cobra Kai, your allegiance can change episode to episode. But even though the intentions are good with almost every character, they're falling forward, skinning their knees, slipping. There's a little bit of good and a little bit of bad in everyone. And I think the secret sauce is not losing sight of the if there's a word called belovedness, or
Hmm.
what we love about these characters, and then enhancing that and adding other layers and colors to it, and they do a beautiful job of that. And then the OG folks coming back, whether it's Elizabeth Shue or Tamlin Tomita or Yuji Okamoto or Randy Heller, who played my mom, she comes back from the original film, and the fans just love it because they're all knocking it out of the park.
No question. And season 5 just released in September, all available on Netflix. Started off on YouTube, and now
Hmm.
it's a Netflix staple, Cobra Kai. So I apologize if I wrap up this interview by asking the same question I asked you years ago when you were on the set, but it escapes me if I did. Do you consider The Karate Kid a sports movie, Ralph?
I do. I write to that in the book, in the Waxing On book, because I mean, yes. So if you look at it, is Rocky a sports movie, or is Rocky a love story?
Hmm.
Is Karate Kid a father and son story, or is it a sports movie? Is Hoosiers a sports movie? Yeah. Is Field of Dreams a sports movie? I would say so. I don't know. So here's my thing. Karate is
Mm.
not necessarily as popular as baseball, football, even hockey for that matter. If you take a movie like Miracle, is Slapshot a sports movie? I guess so.
Hmm.
you know,
Right.
so I think um, I'll say one thing, and this is exactly what I wrote in the book, or a piece of this. There are a few characters that I know of, certainly personally, that don't light up a crowd at a baseball game or a hockey game as if you show the crane kick and you cut to me sitting there with my pretzel in my hand.
Mm.
It is a roar of like the hometown hero. So in that respect, there's so many times, very few sporting events I could go to when I don't start hearing "You're the best around" or "The Glory of Love" and see them teeing up that guy with the handheld camera. That it's usually met with a big roar. So which is really rewarding, flattering, and lends itself to me saying it must be a sports movie.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.